your lucky day. If you're watching this tape, you have decided to cast aside your monotonous, boring old life and let who you once were fade into obscurity. Gone are the mundane things like taxes, family reunions, and your daily commute to work, because at the end of this tape, you will be part of something far greater. You will be part of PSI. Now, you may find yourself asking, what is PSI? Well, have you ever had an encounter with ghosts, ghasts, or ghouls? Found yourself in the midst of a cult? Saw something eldritch and sinister that you just couldn't comprehend? No? Well, first of all, you're welcome. And secondly, that's because a member of PSI, or a paranormal scene investigator, took care of it before it ever became a problem for you. Now, after spending your entire life in blissful ignorance, it's your turn. Jump head first into the unknown. As uncertainty is the nature of what we do, we cannot prepare you for everything. But with a handful of short exercises, we can cultivate the garden of your mind and prepare it for the growth of forbidden knowledge. Let's get started. One of the most common and dangerous beings we handle here at PSI are vampires. We should know. We employ one. This is Dusk, and today she'll be helping us with our little demonstration. Now, handling vampires can be broken into a layered diagram known as the survivability onion. We'll quickly go over each layer one by one. The best way to deal with vampires is to not let them in to begin with. Vampires are civil beings by nature and must receive an invitation to your home or office.
Oh? Who could it be at this hour?
So what do you do when one comes knocking?
Hi. Could you let me in, please?
You say no!
No can do. I gotta water my dog and walk my roses.
Nope. Yeah, not a chance.
Hell no! Go fuck yourself! How about no?
Well, those last two were certainly overkill, but you get the idea. If you failed here and a vampire is already inside, don't let yourself be a target. Keep or wear silver on you at all times to ward off would-be biters. If you're caught unsilvered, don't let them bite you. Keep a vial of holy water on your person and aim for the eyes. If you've somehow failed at all of the above and you get bitten, well, let's at least hope you've recently eaten garlic so you take them down with you. Thank you for your sacrifice. Perhaps the most important thing an investigator can learn is how to deal with ghosts, ghasts, and specters. Unlike other threats we deal with at PSI, these creatures are incorporeal. Old-fashioned fisticuffs will have no effect, and weapons are fruitless effort, no matter how tempered your blade. However, do not fret. Our studies show that ghosts are, more often than not, tied to a particular item. Usually it resides within a place where they perished or believe they were wronged in some way. All you have to do is find it. Once you have the offending spirit backed into its corner, what do you do next? One would suggest to bring a priest or cleric in tow to sanctify the space and exercise it in a peaceful, respectful manner. But that makes too much sense. This is PSI. We don't make sense, we make dollars. All you have to do to force a ghost to pass on is destroy its tether.
Fuck that thing up!
That's quite enough. There's a limit. Desecrating the item may cause the spirit to become vengeful, and we don't want that, now do we? Magic casters. Where do we begin? Unrivaled destructive prowess and near limitless potential, casters are some of the most dangerous foes you as an investigator can come across. But not to worry, a mage is only as powerful as their belief. One can cripple their abilities by spitting in their face and defying their powers at the very core.
Magic isn't real, idiot! Huh?
Results may vary. How foolish of you. Every investigator knows they do not stand a chance against the incomprehensible forces of the universe. It is a futile effort. They cannot be abated. They cannot be delayed. They cannot be stopped.
We cannot be stopped.
Congratulations, investigator! If you're still watching, your training is complete, and your life as you know it is over. Please report to the tailor for your new jacket, new shoes, and new beginning. You may not always know what to expect, but you know to expect the unexpected, and walk so those who follow in your footsteps can run. Venture head first into the unknown, investigator, and we will see you on the other side.